Yeah, but I don't think you like.
Okay.
Even though Fluff says that way, I don't think you get. I think you would still get bonuses because he also is charging. And let me check because there's not charge. No, he was running. Oh, and because because he was running, you get additional plus 20 to weapon skill to.
Okay, so
That's
I have
another 2 degrees.
Yeah, so I have 3.5 degrees of success.
It doesn't matter on this.
I know, but I find it funny that it's put out.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see what kind of damage you're gonna deal him because I'm not. He doesn't have that skill, but it is possible to use agility for him to like move out of the way for at least one hit or not.
He can parry.
How do you parry?
I just
skill.
It's
plus 10 because he has a chainsword. Chainswords have balance.
Sorry, what was that? That he needs to make a weapon skill test?
Yeah, add a plus 10 because as a chainsword has plus 10 to parry as balance.
Okay, so target number he needs to get is yeah, because he's leader, so his weapon skill is 45.
So 55.
Yeah.
Well, I think you beat it.
Yeah, let's see that damage.
Okay. So.
Oh boy.
Wait,
Oh,
plus 6. Wait, what? What?
Sorry?
Hang on, why is it plus 6?
That's my...
So is it adding your strength? Is that still a thing?
Yeah, no, that's way too low. Like, what is your strength right now? What's your strength characteristic in total?
where is it? There. Strength is 39.
39, so that's 6. But you have 2 from your armor, so it's 8.
Yeah, but... Wait, didn't I...
You have unnatural, so you get times 2, right? So that's 3. That's doubled, so that's 6. Plus your armor gives you another 20.
Yeah, but that's why I put in the chainswords do normally 1d10 plus 3. And I already put the other plus 2 in there.
So just add like 4 damage or something? Or
no, I think it's already doing it right, because I already added it's a plus 6 is a strength bonus, and then the plus 2 in the what's the word? The
You get more damage. You do plus 8, so but then the chainsword has a base of 3, so that's 11.
I mean, he will figure it out. Like,
yeah.
I think it's okay, maybe. But yeah, like no matter, like because he exactly had 6. And I'm gonna say because he rolled 98 on his parry, I imagine like he was feeling he was like, you know, putting a show for his like rebel companions. He was like running towards you. Then he sees you like making a jump with Jim like coming straight at him. He thinks like, aha, and like tries to parry, and then his chainsword just snaps into when you like cut through his chainsword and then like cut. Like I imagine like maybe not through like you don't maybe not exactly cut his head into, but like go through neck and like not vertically but like
diagonally.
Yeah, something like that. Like you like cut his body in. Like he gets annihilated. And because you engage him and killed him in melee, you win another turning.
And
because that's the Primate Adventure said that this is the proper way to win a turning point. Because if he was killed from range attacks, then nobody would win that turning point. And if that guy could live for 2 rounds, then Rebels would win. But yeah, still. So maybe like on the distance, the rest of PDF forces and brothers see Corbin just engaging in a melee with that guy who was thinking that he could survive for a moment, and the lesson has been taught. And Scott, it's your turn. You still have like the remnants of heavy weapons team in.
You know, now I as well want to try to charge headfirst into enemy territory.
You want to charge a building?
Yep,
Okay.
but I don't know if it's the right move to do.
It's 100 meters. You'll get there on foot in like 3 turns.
I mean,
Right.
I mean, if you want that, I will give you even one more thing. You can start running towards Britain. I will give you a free action to make a fellowship test to see how this will how
Rally.
PDF forces will react to that. And if you even get a good like rousing speech or like war cry, I might even give you some bonus.
Can I do an intimidate as well?
You're trying to rally, not scare them. They're already scared.
No, I meant intimidate the enemy.
Oh, okay.
The-
Yeah, you can. It's well, there's a war cry mechanic, but that's to like reduce their ability to parry and charge and dodge. Yeah.
Alright.
I mean, okay, if you want to do the intimidation thing, that. But fellowship with the ones, if you would say something nice, are good. It could be like easier for you.
Fellowship. I don't see it.
It's your attribute, and brother's called. Yeah, you will just need to. Yeah, your fellowship is your highest score alongside
yeah, it is.
perception.
All right. All right. So I turn out to the PDFs and says, "Now's our time for the Emperor." Do
Okay. I would say plus 10 because they like Warcry, of course, Adeptus Astartes, and they saw you already killing a lot of these. So you just click on like.
Oh.
Aw.
So close.
Yeah, close.
Oh well, more for me, and I charge.
And okay, just not to like prolong this because to be honest, this battle was already won. I just wanted to give you a chance. Like, if the rebels see you charging alongside PDF, they will just start retreating, and I will just give you as a rule of cool try to intimidate check again with I don't know plus.
There's the space wolf, happy as a blood claw.
Yeah, like if you want to make a intimidate check.
All right. Let's see. Intimidate plus 20.
I think you have a strength bonus of this power armor. Also gives you bonuses. As does unnatural.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, no, it's like okay, your natural gives you another plus 10. Your armor gives you another 20. So it's like 5.1.
Yeah, so you see that even though PDFs don't immediately start charging after, like with you.
Actually, wait, hang on.
Well,
Do you have a helmet on?
I don't think so. At least my character token doesn't have.
That means you succeed your fellowship. Because it gives you +5 if you don't have a hat on.
oh. Okay. So suddenly there's like those few hundred PDF forces like start charging alongside or just after Scold, and those surviving rebels, they just decide, okay, fuck this, we are out, and they are just start fucking bolting from. Yeah, they're like the heavy teams are like fuck this. They like leave some of the equipment and just start running away. Some of them obviously are getting shot by in the back by advancing PDF forces, and yeah, many of them die. But then obviously before like from enthusiasm, like some people decide to advance too far. There's a commanding shout of PDF officer who like rallies back up all of the guys and like starts issuing, and then he like yeah, like that's what he does. And what are you doing immediately after fight? Do you like regroup back?
Stefan does a cheer, and then he he probably voxes, we should probably meet with the PDF officer.
Commander, yes. Who is in charge of this mess?
Okay. So
Someone
as-
should collect Brother Scold before he runs all the way into the city.
Meanwhile,
I said this
meanwhile-
before, have fun. He looks
meanwhile,
like he's
Skull
coming.
is still charging.
no,
Aw.
there's a tiny whisper of Emperor/DM. Torn by-
No, I
Alright, well,
was just thinking of the similarities between Brother Skull and Torkel the Tall from the Inland Saga.
Okay, probably you heard the name of captain commanding those guys. You know, as they were like shouting orders. He's Captain Ascote. And when you like regroup at the chapel, he is, I mean, or maybe like at the barricades, when he finishes showing orders, he like, thank you for the help. There is a lot of information that I want to talk with you, but you know, in private, and he like asks you to return to go inside the chapel so you can privately talk about.
Sephron's gonna go to the chapel then. He's probably gonna sit there trying to fix his weapon while they're talking. So-
Yeah, because the combat finished, so you don't need to roll, you just take a moment or two to unjam your weapon.
Can I reload too?
Yeah.
Okay.
We have to meet our Inquisitor friend.
Okay, so Captain Ascote leads you back into the chapel, obviously still dominated by the wreckage of your drop pod. Once inside, and when he's out of sight of men that who still hold the walls, a ripple seems to run down the captain's body, and his form distorts and shimmers, taking on a new shape.
Oh,
Before you stands a live female, clearly a member of Kalidu's assassin temple, shape-shifting killers and favored tools of the Inquisition. Inclining her head to you, she greets you guys. My lords.
Actual-
And obviously, sorry, I'm not gonna roleplay female and like try to use different voice for.
you know, on technicality, she's like on par with us.
Yeah.
She doesn't have-
My lords, blessed be the Emperor, you are not too late. It seems my mistress' faith in Deathwatch was well. Would that she were here to greet you herself, but I fear the Xenos have her somewhere in the city, and for several days I have worn the guise of PDF commander simply to hold these men, so that there might be a place for you to land. My name is Sindala. At least that is what Calistradi called me. Other than this, I will not waste words with pleasantries or formalities, for the city is about to. The Gene Stealers, how do we pronounce that? Gene Stealers?
Gene stealers.
Gene
Gene
Stealers.
Stealers.
They
have-
steal genes.
Yeah. All the,
No, legitly, they do steal genes.
Yeah, have infected much of the population, and those that remain are badly demoralized and exist only within a few isolated parts of the city like this one. Added to this, I expect the vanguard of Tyrannid fleet to arrive within a matter of days. Our only hope is to send a message through the world's astropath before the shadow falls, using your chapter ciphers and request reinforcements.
That
This on its own, however, is not enough. Even with 8 on the way, I think Lord Sean will fall. The only way to stop this is to find the Blood Lord, which spawned this infestation, and kill it. I'll give you what help I can, but I also need to keep the PDF from I have prepared some details to aid you in your task, and will offer what knowledge I have. So that's what she says at the start.
is it still possible to send messages through astropath? The shadow warp kind of prevents transmissions from ciphers.
But she said that it is still possible, like, but you need to do that quickly before the shadow fall.
Yeah, we can do that.
Where is this
so
astropath?
Astropath is in the House of Echoes near the Manor.
Where's that?
I think she might have like a map of area, and Manor she's talking about is Threshold Manor, and you can see House of Echoes left from that.
Oh,
Yeah.
do we have
We'd have to go
transportation?
around.
We have Valkyries.
She like Sally.
So we're here right now. We have no way of getting over here. Is there like a space? There is a spaceport. Hey, there's a spaceport.
Hey,
I'm
there
gonna
is.
assume it's not on. It's not controlled by PDF forces.
Give me a moment because, well, from what I know, much of the space war lies in, because you know PDF and rebels like fought hard for this, and yeah, we are still engaged to clear that area.
Do you have information on if any of the vehicles are still operational at the spaceport?
There might be, but with the fight, how the fighting goes on, who knows? Either local PDF squads or rebels decided to destroy them so they will not fall into other side.
Do you have chimeras?
Well, as far as I'm aware, the only one you saw the wreckage outside.
See, it's like if we had the spaceport, we can fly there. If we had the chimera, we can sail there. Now I'm just like walking on the sea floor.
We could.
Not
There's a
even a
chance-
land speeder.
There's a chance that we can break through. Just our squad can break through the spaceport
We can
and
definitely
requisition a vehicle to take to the House of Echoes. I
Commandeer.
feel that is the most pressing issue we should address by now. But at the same time, if we leave, then we are leaving PDF to their own devices again, and they can barely hold as it is.
Can you hold for the moment? I mean, we've driven them off. It gives us something.
Yes, that gave us at least this place breathing space. I know large portion of rebels are assaulting main Lordsham. That's north from up here. Also, there's a problem that the local governor of this place, he took a large portion of PDF forces and his own guard to seal off his district and protect himself.
Where is this district? The Maelstrom?
Yes.
Oh, it's all in one area. How nice.
If we attack the spaceport, then will forces from Lord's home base be encouraged to come help out?
It's not about encouragement. They are both Avalos spaceport and base. They are under siege by rebels.
What I mean was, the people attacking Lord's home base, will they be more encouraged to lay off siege to come deal with the forces at their rear?
She tracks. It is possible, but who knows what goes into minds of people. Some of them are malcontents, true, but I believe majority of them is just a mere puppets of Gene Stealers and Bloodlord. Infestation took really big hold.
I can tell. I can do tests to tell who's Gene, who's not, who's pure.
Yeah, no, like there's also the problem with the city and how to traverse. Like it will be very hard or almost impossible to traverse quicker using vehicles on the ground, because even before this entire situation happened, the city is like crisscrossed with canals. So like every section of the city is like a its own island. And now this entire fighting made it so that a lot of bridges are destroyed. There are like makeshift barricades preventing like safe and quick. But who knows? Like maybe there is a surviving transport in Avalos space.
So here's my plan. This is where we are, right? Over here.
Yeah, somewhere in that area.
Alright. We shore up the lines here, right? PDF. Oh, purple. Yellow. Dang it. There we go. Show up defensive lines here. Oh, I'm still purple. Damn. Whatever. And we hit the spaceport. We can get transportation, which makes us more maneuverable and easy to redeploy across any of the fronts. We can get to the astropaths. We can get like transportation like a Valkyrie. We can hit the House of Echoes and work our way toward the Ministrum District.
Sounds reasonable.
You know
Makes
what?
sense to me.
I'll step out. I'll try to gather the PDF commanders, and I want to do a tactics test for a defensive, and I want to try to see if I can just make this like they can hold better with my knowledge.
Okay.
That's an out of character question. Can any one of us actually use something like a spaceship, void ship?
We can drive ground vehicles, but we need a pilot too. I don't know.
That's what I was.
Does our Calidus friend know how to fly? I assume she's been a pilot one time in her lifetime. Many lifetimes.
I think, didn't she say she needed to stay?
Oh.
Yeah, she needs to stay to keep the people together.
We'll drive it like a skimmer. Round enough. If anything, I guess Corbin can use his jump pack to make it fly and pick it up. He'll be fine.
Yeah, I mean that's a good plan, but basically, so what she gives to you, like you have two main primary objectives. So kill the Bloodlord, send astropathic message. Then you have secondary objectives. When she like mentioned Governor, there's also like secondary objective to Lord Governor Perian Thorshold. And then you can, as a secondary objective, you can also like help PDF recapture. And as for targets of opportunity, roaming gene stealers, rebel leaders, you know, killing them and gather PDF support.
Alright, so this is my tactics test. It's a 2 degrees of success.
Okay, so if I understand correctly what you wanted to do, they like get like listening very intently and they set up defenses like better, so they will be able to like survive and endure the night.
Hold the line intensifies.
Yeah. Holding the line until you like clear Avalos spaceport and maybe deal with rebels attacking lords from base. But yeah, well, they will hold the line when you deal with like situation.
Alright, we have the thing. We have our plans. You guys ready?
Yep.
Yes.
Time for oaths. We have to pick a squad
Sure.
leader.
And obviously, Sindala also like will have like vox communication with you.
Yeah. It's time.
And we
to
are
pick-
finished to go. She like switches back to her form of Captain Ascote and like returns to her men.
It's time to pick a leader. Who wants to lead?
I think that's the easiest way to answer that. Who has the highest fellow?
Not me.
I have 40 and I also have command.
53.
I have 45.
Doesn't
Also,
Scold? Yeah, Scold
I was
has
gonna
50.
say only 42, so I'm not.
Yeah, to be fair, I think Skald as a pregen, he was created to be like a inspiring leadership type because of his.
I have command. I do, so I nominate myself.
Despite his leadership, I will be making sure he doesn't lead us in suicide charges.
Oh, come on, I wouldn't do
That's
that.
him. So, no votes for the apothecary?
I'm gonna say that Sephron would probably say no to Scold being the leader because of, you know, his tendency to charge without thinking. Nothing against you, brother, but
I'll just
Yeah.
do what I was taught on Fenris.
That's
Oh, I know.
that's good enough. What does everyone else say?
It'll be split half and half, I believe, either way. If that's the case.
Final judgment goes to the GM. You need a tiebreaker.
Yeah. Corbin's not probably not happy with any choice, so he just doesn't say anything.
I mean, it's up to you. Like, if you think that you need like team leader, or
It's actually a thing. We have to take oaths, squad leaders. It helps us.
okay. So
And
my tiebreaker is the person who has the highest fellowship. In this case, means Scott.
Okay.
Okay.
That's
Well-
how it was dealt with on my only war campaign. That
No,
the
'cause,
field
like-
field leader was the guy with highest fellowship.
Skull, do you want to be squad leader though? Because like I have 2 votes. If you really want to be, I'll give it to you.
Let's say if... Couldn't we just govern different sections, like you take care of battles and I take care of scouting and communications?
Yes, but like, okay, well, okay. As a squad leader, you're first among equals, and you're generally like you have certain abilities for the rest of your squad, and you maintain squad mode, right? Where you, when you're in squad mode, you fight like a squad, and you can like direct orders, and you get like abilities from these orders. In addition, like as a squad leader, you can take these oaths that give us all but benefits.
Yeah, I think that
Alright.
this pre-made adventure and the general idea for introduction of people is to not like introduce that element.
Oh, okay.
Because for what I've seen, the pregens didn't include like squad abilities.
Yeah, there's no squad abilities under any of, at least my character sheet.
They're in the core.
Yeah.
So, like, as a tactical marine, you can take Oath of Astartes, Oath of Emperor, Oath of Glory, or Oath of
Yeah.
Loyalty. You can use abilities like Strong Point, which is, if you really want to hold something, Strong Point.
But yeah, it is something that it will come like, because it is like a technically introduction adventure, so they probably left that thing for a later date. So I just don't want to use them.
Okay.
They are good enough as it is, I think.
Let's go take back the spaceport then.
And obviously this map is not, let's just say like swiftly move out to Avalos spaceport in Portica district. As you approach that like rebel and mostly destroyed area, the fight for that was really heavy. Do you try to be like something like stealthy? Like you are not openly moving forward, but you like take additional moments to move from cover to cover and try to surprise rebels who are at spaceport.
The only person I think is Corbin who can be stealthy in power armor. We're kind of big.
I have known silent move, but yeah.
You're wearing power armor, you get penalties. The only thing that can do that is Corbin, who's got his chapter thingy.
Yeah.
I have second rank at silent move, but
He's sneaky. He also does not take the penalties from power armor.
Yeah.
So if we have Corbin scout ahead, it'd be work.
Okay, but you generally do not try to sneak. I mean, not fully. Okay, so you approach, and you see that, as Sindala suggested, much of the spaceport lies in ruins, even though it's still a vital point, and you see that still landing zone and probably fuel depot are and obviously one side, PDF tries to keep a gateway off-world open, obviously Libera's try to shut it down. And basically you see, I imagine that you take a moment to look at the entire battlefield, and you see that there's like a scattered PDF platoons that are amongst the rubble, and they are trying to hold against a much larger force of rebels. And out of carte, I don't say what magnitudes they are, but there are like 3 hordes, and some of them, and among them they have like weapons of heavy weapons.
Okay.
For now they are suppressing and forcing themselves on PDF forces, so they do not see you yet. So we are not in combat turn order yet.
Are we able to see which areas have the vehicles we need to do our mission?
It will be probably in landing zone.
It's probably too many people at the moment. We're not there yet. We're on the outskirts, and then you see like a big army assaulting the actual spaceport.
We should probably head to the main landing zone, just straight there.
Yeah, but there's like big army in the way, I think, right?
We're Space Marines.
Sure.
Yeah, but obviously the hordes, there's like, hundreds, if not thousands, rebels. Because obviously in Warhammer, everything's big or in huge.
I think we need a fire with.
Yep, if you can just start pushing your way through to landing zone, but obviously you will be seen. And
I propose that
I don't.
alternatively to a direct assault, I could try to scout ahead and see if there even is anything worthwhile to look for, because it would be not so great if we fight through all these guys and then come back and then just to find out that there actually is none of the vehicles left over we need.
Seraphin agrees with this plan.
We should still secure the spaceport. Even if there's no vehicles, it's still on our flank, and if we let them stay, they can still hit us from behind.
He can also scout out exactly what kind of positions the rebels have and the PDF, and we can if we decide to take the spaceport, we'll have a better knowledge of how to do it if we let them scout.
Okay,
so I say we let them scout.
Yeah.
Also, like for your information, there's also a mechanic in this Primate adventure that helping PDF in some situations gives you something called PDF support units. And how can it be used? Like for example, let's say in the next hour or two you find yourself in the combat again, and you just don't want to deal with that horde of rebels. You can say, okay, we are calling in and using 1 unit of support from PDF, and then they're like engaging in the fight, and you can just continue onwards, for example.
Okay.
So for example, helping PDF clear Aval spaceport will give you support units, same with large. Just what are your... So if I understand correctly, Corbin tries to scout sneakily ahead?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the plan. Do you want me to do silent move or concealment? I would try to stick to the shadows, but I think silent move's not necessary if the battle's waging.
Yeah, I think it, whatever you think is more useful for you. I can go with both, either silent move or concealment.
It's still raining and dark.
Yep. Yeah, it's still like night, because that's the city might fall when the dawn comes, so you are fighting in the night, but obviously you don't get penalties for fighting in dark.
And do you get any positive modifiers that they don't to my concealment test for them looking into night if they try to see me?
I mean, no modifiers, because the rebels are not exactly the problem for spot. Let's just.
Oh boy!
I think it would be like a stealth test versus their awareness.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then you probably.
I won't even bother with rebels, but for something else.
Oh.
So I just
boy.
do the modifier-less concealment test.
Yeah, without modifiers, just concealment.
Yeah,
And let's see how they will roll.
Come on. Yes.
Ooh. Nice. Okay, so they have that.
I slink through the shadows along the outer perimeter of the spaceport.
Mm-hmm. I need to check one thing. Okay. Okay, so I think so it's 55. God damn it, not D10, D100.
Oh, wow.
Oh no.
And that's not for rebel.
Yeah, rebels don't have a perception of 65.
Okay, so, you know, because I need to then add them to initiative. Or is it +6 or +12? 6.